Hello everyone, welcome to the NewsBrowse News broadcast. A tense 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, announced by President Trump and mediated by Pakistan, is largely holding, offering a potential boost for broader peace deal prospects in the Iran war, CBS News reports. Hezbollah, though not a formal party, indicated it would respect the truce but warned its fighters, hands remain on the trigger, for any escalation. Meanwhile, Israel's military has cautioned displaced residents of southern Lebanon not to return to their homes, as IDF troops are not pulling out of occupied areas. Lebanese authorities estimate over 1 million people have been displaced. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif welcomed the ceasefire, crediting Trump's diplomatic efforts and expressing hope for sustainable peace. The U.S. continues its extensive blockade of Iranian ports with over 10,000 service members, affecting commercial shipping and keeping oil prices elevated despite the ceasefire news. Trump expressed renewed optimism for a wider deal to end the Iran war, saying it should be ending pretty soon. NHK reports that China's gross domestic product, GDP, for the first quarter of this year, from January to March, increased by 5.0% year-on-year. This growth rate surpassed the 4.5% recorded in the previous quarter and falls within the Chinese government's annual economic growth target of 4.5% to 5%. The primary drivers of this growth include a significant increase in exports to Southeast Asia and Europe, which helped maintain a strong momentum in corporate production. However, challenges persist. Retail sales of social consumer goods grew by only 2.4% year-on-year in the first quarter, indicating a continued trend of cautious consumer spending. Furthermore, the prolonged slump in China's real estate market continues to weaken domestic demand. A new concern adding to economic uncertainty is the rise in energy prices such as gasoline, stemming from the situation in Iran. These factors collectively contribute to increased unpredictability in China's economic outlook. Ambassadors and representatives from 30 NATO countries recently visited the Yokosuka US Naval Base, located south of Tokyo, as part of a 3-day delegation visit to Japan. During their visit on Friday, the envoys inspected the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS George Washington. They received a briefing on the 330-meter vessel's capabilities, including the special equipment used for fighter jet takeoffs and landings. An ambassador told NHK that the tour provided valuable insight into the collaborative efforts of Japan and the United States. The participants reportedly gained a deeper understanding of the crucial role played by the Japan-US alliance in bolstering security across the Indo-Pacific region. NATO has been increasingly focused on fostering cooperation with Japan and other nations in the Indo-Pacific, particularly in response to China's military expansion and its strengthening ties with Russia. This initiative reflects NATO's broader strategy to enhance regional stability. UPI reports that South Korean President Lee Jae-myung on Friday praised the successful passage of a South Korean oil tanker from the Red Sea, marking the nation's first crude oil shipment via this route since the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. The Fisheries Ministry confirmed the tanker, carrying crude oil from Saudi Arabia, exited the Red Sea amid the ongoing Middle East conflict. President Lee described the safe passage as a valuable achievement, attributing it to close coordination among relevant ministries and the dedication of seafarers under challenging circumstances. He also pledged that the government is mobilizing all available resources to address the crisis stemming from the war in the Middle East and to safeguard people's livelihoods and national interests. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.